real problems in Gordon with the grass to be cut, sidewalks, and the way they're doing it. So I just give Mr. Superintendent Lawrence I write it down and I just pass it on to him because we are experiencing a lot of problems.
And you know too that he's had, I think he's only left with 4 employees, but
I'm aware of that.
we can, I know that they've advertised already, and you need to be on top of that, Councilwoman Whipple, with them advertising for employees, hiring employees. So would you take that role and that'll alleviate me from being in on the interviews, and I just need to go ahead to with the streets, because our streets, as I say, you all up there, and Councilman Dens, I know there's no, you do a lot of yard work and such, but we're not gonna charge you. But up at the mile markers, I mean the heads, what do you call them? Head, you know when you come in to go with.
Oh, you're talking about the marquee, the sign?
That's just terrible, you all.
Okay.
And so we get a grip on that, council agree, that we get something done out there, to get it looking better on each end. Corner, even out there going toward Ivy, is grown up out there. Does that belong to the city too?
That belongs to the,
And y'all put one of them out
we
there?
put it there when it was Milledgeville Highway, and it did belong to the City of Gordon Development Authority. It does advance the Wilkerson County Development Authority owns all that now.
So what can we do about that?
We talked
Can
about
we
moving.
Move it, and probably if we move it, it might fall over, don't you think?
Possible.
But what we need to do, I'm concerned about the attractiveness of the city. And so if y'all will give me leeway to go ahead and get something done about that, maybe we get some volunteers out there to, since our employees are tied up, would y'all be willing to do that?
I'll look at it. I got a good weed here.
You go out there and do it. Wonderful. You and Councilman, y'all men, and if y'all need, I might just come out there and supervise.
I'll get in touch with you.
Okay. Thank y'all so much, and let's get on top of that, please. That's oh my. All right, we're moving on to police. I think we're going to have one Whipple.
Now it's Tony.
I'm sorry, Tony.
We had a little small storm going last night. We had a tree to fall on a mobile home in the trailer park down there, Easy Living Trailer Park.
Was anybody hurt?
No, wasn't nobody hurt. And they also had a tree to fall on a car. But there wasn't nobody hurt in that.
Okay.
Councilwoman talk about, spoke with your date yesterday, but I didn't tell you about this one, but, one of our full-time officers, John Jackson, turned his resignation in.
Okay.
And he is going to work for animal control in Jones County. And he has to be still working part-time basis. So one of the questions I like last night, I need to fill that spot, but if I can go ahead and advertise, put advertisement in the paper coming up, we need to hire a full-time certified law enforcement officer. He's full-time, yes, ma'am.
Well, why don't you all get together and discuss that and bring that back to the table? Because, you know, just at the meeting too. When did he tender his resignation?
We got it, what'd you get it for, last week?
I just got last week.
Last Thursday, Friday.
Did you give Councilwoman Jones a copy?
No, I didn't, I was discussing with her yesterday about some issues.
Okay, when you do, please
Just
follow up
slipped
with
my
her.
mind.
Being that she's over that department, you know, please follow up likewise with her. Okay, thank you. Moving along to, here's something with the sanitation and water. And I'll be addressing that, but I just don't want you all to be excluded, council. I don't know, I think I gave you all a copy of this letter from the Middle Georgia Regional Commission, from Laura Mathis, talking about the timeline for the comprehensive plan. And I will be going back, meeting with her and them, I believe, the one day this week. And we need to, it says that new comprehensive plan must be adopted every 10 years, and so you all are familiar with that. Councilman Eden, I'd like you, if you don't mind, when you get a chance to help me out with that. did want to insert that we want to be, full aware of that, okay? But, moving right on to sanitation.
I hadn't talked to Mr. Dixon, but I plan on talking to him, because seeing, I don't know what's the problem, so I won't know until I talk to him. He's running a day behind on, I think the trash the last 2 or 3 weeks out my way, I don't know about. His day is Friday, but sometime it'll be late Saturday evening before he get that. So, I plan on seeing him one day this week, and see what the problem is.
All right, please do. All right, that being no further, we have now citizens to be heard, so council, I think I put, that in your, is Ms. Boyd here? Come on down, Ms. Boyd.
Okay, well, I myself, Jerry State, I'm Tia Board, and I want to say on behalf of myself how I was treated unfairly. I was talked to in a disrespectful way, and
Who is this by?
by the city clerk, Ms. Clark. I came down the 1st of June. I talked with Ms. Heather, and I asked her could I go to the city hall to see how many tables I was working with. Okay, I returned back again, June 28th, and Ms. Heather stated that they still had a bad water leak. So I came back again with my money, July 1st. And she stated that the water leak was still going on, and they didn't know if they was gonna rent the, annex. So, due to, the 4th Monday night holiday, I came back again on the 5th with my money. I was instructed to call back Wednesday morning. And Ms. Heather talked with Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller in the beginning also stated that it would be fixed for July 8th, what I was informed about. So, I called back again, as I was instructed to, on Wednesday. Then I was instructed to call back again on Thursday. And I came in Thursday evening to pay my deposit, or really to pay in full. And as I came in, Heather was going to pull out the receipt book or whatever to, give me my receipt and take it from me. That's when the city clerk stated I couldn't get that day because it was based on first come, first served with the money. So, and I told her, I had tried to explain to her that I had been coming numerous of times trying to pay my money. So she was continuing saying that first come, first served. And I was like, well, in that case, I was first. So, after I left, and I came back and I spoke with Tawana because she stated that someone else had that day. So, I said, well, could you give whoever it is a call that, that's supposed to have been written out the place? Give them a call to see if they're still going to have it or will they cancel. So she told me, call back the next morning. That was Friday, July 8th. So I left. I went and talked to Mr. Mills. I explained to him what was going on because I was notified Wednesday that it was fixed Wednesday evening. But when I called Ms. Wanda back Thursday morning, that's when not Ms. Wanda, Ms. Heather, that's when she told me that Ms. Miller had fixed it. So, I left and I came back and I spoke with Ms. Heather. Ms. Heather.
Okay, go
We
ahead.
appreciate it. We've already got it in writing, so we appreciate you coming and telling us what you did. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so with that being said, council, have y'all read her complaint? So y'all want to table that up to act on it tonight?
Nothing to act on for, I know. I made her speech and that was it. No action to be taken.
y'all in agreement with that, council?
Yes.
I'm not.
Come on.
If we got problems like that, then we need to address it, whether it's tonight or at the next meeting or what. I don't know, I wasn't there, so I can't say what took place. I can't say that. But we are here for the citizens. And when the citizens come in, they need to be treated with courtesy. And I just can't sit here and not say everything is okay. Because, like I said, the citizens are going, is why we're on council. And we need to not just say it's over. If they come up with the problem, at least we need to look into it. Because like I say, I wasn't there. I don't know how and what happened. But I do think it's worth being looked into. Same thing if it had been you two that filed against her.
I knew that would be someone.
First come, first served.
Okay, but
She
somebody
was
else
not on,
had
she was not on the calendar. When I looked at the calendar, she was not on there. So I gave it to the gentleman who was.
So you're Miss Helton.
Heather was not even there the day, Heather had not written her name in the calendar. So when the guy came in, wanted to read it, I looked for it.
Okay, so what date did he come in?
I can't remember, but it was that week. And there was nothing on the calendar, so I looked at it. Everything was done fairly. She's upset with it, but it was done according to rules.
And let me say
The
this.
rule is whose money come first.
If you got a paying customer coming through, whoever puts that money deposit fee comes first.
But okay, but still, Heather had talked to her.
It don't
Well,
matter, she
this
didn't
letter.
read the books. I had no way of knowing.
Well, okay then, but what we need to do then is we need to, one of you all need to,
We've got one.
and you got one that
Would you
says
wanna
money
rent
come
out-
first.
Would you want to rent out the complex to somebody who needed water when you didn't have water? Would
Okay,
you want to take their money until you could?
that would be up to the customer. That would be up to the customer.
She needed
But,
water.
but she had water.
She didn't have water.
She didn't have water that day that they
Now
was
they were still
renting.
working on it.
So when she had her event, the water wasn't working.
I don't know if it was that day, but when she came in, it was not working.
Well,
Still
I
was
feel
not
like she
working.
should have been notified
She
first
was notified.
that she had put in for it.
Let me interject and say this. That day, based on what was told to me, and this is recorded, I listened to the both of them because when I walked in the office, Ms. Halver, Ms. Brown, and Ms. Boyd were, Ms. Boyd and Ms. Halver were communicating, but Ms. Brown, they were back and forth, arguing with each other. So I said, let's stop this, let's settle this amicably and find out what's going on. So Ms. Halver did admit that Ms. Boyd had come in, had been off and on and off, back and forth in the office, seeking to use this annex for the event. And Ms. Halver admitted to me that Ms. Boyd had been back and forth, and she told him, you know the issue, you understand the issue with the water problem. And she said yes. So she said with the understanding that, she did go with Mr. Lawrence and talk to him. Mr. Lawrence validated, as well as Ms. Halver, that Ms. Boyd had requested the usage of the facility, this facility before the people that requested. Now, Ms. Halver said to me that the gentleman that requested to use the building came to the morning, the evening, I think before, but Ms. Boyd had already requested. So I said to resolve this. Ms. Brown said she didn't know anything about Ms. Boyd and Ms. Halver. So I said to resolve this, then we'll let both of them utilize. One use Section A and one use Section B. And they agreed. However, I think Mr. Brinson wanted to utilize the A section, but he only had, I think, about 4 people to train. Well, Ms. Boyd had about maybe 30-something odd people at the event. So I said, well, ask Mr. Pim, would he mind switching, since she's going to have the larger facility that we value, give access. And so, with that being said, they agreed. Nevertheless, the day of the event, Ms. Boyd was here, and the gentleman who had spoke with Ms. Brown never showed up. So,
That's the second day now. Remember, I told her she would call me the next morning, I'll let her know if he had on that night. He had 2 days, I wasn't sure about the second one. There's a lot that y'all don't know.
so I didn't know anything about that, but however, I thought we got that resolved, but nevertheless, she paid for this building. And to utilize this building and be, treated like this, and now that was not the water problem, it was the heat problem. Now, the problem of it is to have someone coming in entertaining, and it's burning up in here with that many people, and it don't take much to make a room hot. That's just not fair. Regardless. So whether it's solved or not solved, we need to solve this and not treat anybody like this. These are taxpaying, everybody's dollar matters.
I will say that Sam's was out here, they knew ahead of time we were having air problems. Now, we did try to rectify them. And you see how all this in here, but we tried everything we could, but
So
the building's
apparently-
getting old, things are happening, it's getting harder and harder to rent out because we're having so many problems.
So if that's what it takes, if this is going on, then we need to do just like we're doing the depot, shut everything down and not let anybody use it until it's brought up to standards. But with y'all's taxpaying dollars, I mean, you ought to get something, some kind of incentive for your dollars. It makes no sense paying on water and sewage and not being able to utilize any facilities in this town. People, we're not about that. We're about making it conducive for everybody. So if we can't resolve this tonight, then I truly feel that, with that being said, they got the water issue addressed. But the heat situation, that was beyond her control. So I just feel in my heart of hearts that she needs to be reimbursed. Now, it's up to you all as council. That's just not fair. If I go and pay my money, I expect everything to be particularly in place.
Is that what this is really all about? I mean, that's what you're asking.
No, I'm just stating my statement says what I realize, that's what I'm saying.
We could have handled that in all.
I really think, a
This is
citizen
what
to be
we-
heard is a non-action, line item. We've already passed all the business, so we can't take any action on it.
Well, we can address that.
We've discussed it, yes, ma'am, we've done that.
We'll do that then and address that because we want to make our citizens happy. We don't want certain folks happy and certain folks unhappy, okay? We want a balance across the board, and that's what this is all about.
But she did get her in the room, she did get her room that day she wanted, right?
I don't think that was the problem. I think the problem was the treatment.
Right.
Okay.
And that's what I think.
Oh,
And I don't know which way, like I
Go back to the
said.
treatment, that's one story, that's another story.
Yeah, but it's true, that's what I said. I wasn't here, I don't know how.
Right.
But I have always been.
Hey.
Exactly. Let's just bring this to a close and say that regardless who comes in the office, and I guess I will have to address that regardless whether someone comes in the office, regardless, we're not to customer service. I've always been taught customer service, and even if I didn't like it, and Sears had that slogan, the customer was always right. And so we need to do this because tax dollars, people, we don't know what they're going through to earn their dollars. And we need to be, our department needs to, everybody needs to be treated with dignity and respect. When y'all come in that office, that's the first thing I want to do, is treat you with that. And if you have a problem, come directly to me, not come to the mayor. If you got a problem with me. And let's sit down and let's try to resolve this. The thing of it is, we want to appease our customers. After all, customer satisfaction is what keeps us in business and keeps this town operating. All right, with that being said, we're gonna bring that to a close. So, can I help you? Go ahead. You haven't, you're the, go ahead.
I just want to make sure, and because now I'm confused, and Mr. Brown brought this up, that this there's two things going on here. One seems to be reimbursing the citizen who has a grievance because of some conflict of scheduling. The second, there's an implication that the clerk did something improper, although, to my knowledge, now I've reviewed the report, I've reviewed her own statements, in my estimation, her own statements taken out as their face still wouldn't lead to anything done improperly by the city. But I want to make sure that we're not, I'm not aware of a write-up or anything like that of Ms. Brown, and it would be improper procedurally to try to address that in this council without giving her due process rights and giving her full notice that you're going to do this and you're going to inquire into her activity and give her the ability to defend herself and present witnesses and things like that. So we really can't launch into her actions and behavior until the council has decided they want to do that naked investigation, and then they properly notice her.
Are y'all clear on that, council?
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me. Everybody clear? Oh, Councilman,
Is anything been done about the correcting the air conditioning problem?
We have called them. And when they came out that day, they couldn't find anything, but we're gonna call them again.
this is not on her, but the fact of the matter that we coming in here with this window unit, is there any way we can perhaps get another unit, because this is not working?
Sure.
What was that, Chief?
That's what we did.
We need what now?
And you, how would you didn't yourself?
I'm in agreement.
We've had problems with this since day one, since you've been in office, and since before that.
And let all not be.
Unit out there, numbers that old, had trouble since it was put in.
And it's not only this unit, it's the unit in the adjoining room also.
So council, it's time to do something about this. We don't want folks humiliated and all the